let anybody say I did not warn them, because things are going to start happening in the next 14 days. When it starts happening, if Fulefus may talk and yab and write their rubbish. But now that the Fulanis are kidnapping our people, disappearing us, killing people in truckloads, nobody's talking. We must make our land impregnable for them. And that will involve a lot of destruction. I'm saying it live on air so that all of you will understand. To slow the advance down, we need to destroy a lot of things. We must destroy a lot of things. That is how all of you will come to your senses to understand that we are in a state of war. They want to circle us. They are using the Fulefus amongst us to try to be, assuaging your, should I say, your bruised egos, all of you, writing no rubbish about one Nigeria. We are in a state of war. They've not declared it, but we are in a state of war. Very many years ago, I told you something that has come to life this very day. That in time to come, that the Janjaweed will come into our land. And they have come. We are in a state of war. Every scientist, everybody must come out now to begin to prepare. We are going to dig our trenches. We are going to amass everything that we have built so far to prepare to repel the invaders. So in the coming weeks and months, men and women are going to die. But after that, Biafra shall be restored. China have agreed to sell weapons to Nigeria. They have also signed an agreement to supply Nigeria with weapons. The Nigerian government recruited 3 hardened terror groups to fight this very battle for them. Al-Shabaab, they are in and around Lagos and Yoruba land. They are the ones to lead the attack against Yoruba people. The main strike force of Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, they are advancing through Benue. They will enter into Kogi. From there, they will come into Anambra and Enugu. Whereas the main Boko Haram front, led by this same government, they are coming from Enugu. But their place is in Baguchi, they are coming from Bauchi. That's where the armor, that is where the tanks are that they have given to them with which to kill people. Because they have promised them the oil and gas in Biafra land. And that Allah gave Nigeria to Fulani people. The Fulanis have come to take over our land. And we have said to them that they're not going to do it. We are not going to allow them to do it. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. And the sooner they understand this, the better for everybody. Because one thing that the Janjaweed must bear in mind is this. Is that this great generation of IPOB, we're not going to allow it. This army of Nigeria will die in Biafra land. That is how God intended it to happen. Many of us are going to die. And I'll be leading it myself, mind you. Many of us are going to die. But Biafra is going to come. And everything called Nigeria will perish in Biafra land. The world must be prepared for what is to come. We are not going to be slaves in our land. I want to let Katuna Lang, the UK government, to understand this. That we have chosen the path of death than to submit to the will of the Fulani Caliphate. Death is better for us. People are dying every day. They're not human beings. People are dying every day. Are we better than them? Those who are dying, are we better than them? We must develop the mindset of the Afghans. In Afghanistan, that is why Afghanistan cannot be taken. It doesn't matter the firepower you have. NATO is in Afghanistan, and they're taking Afghanistan, then says no. You are coming to kill us, but we are also going to die together in the land of Biafra. And in 14 days, it will start. Don't say I did not warn you, please. Don't say I didn't warn you. Fulani brought war to our land. All we asked them to do was to leave our forest and go and live in the township. Rent a house and live in the town. Bring down your nama. Sell it and do whatever you want to do with it. You cannot stay in our forest. You cannot stay there. If you stay there, you will die. That is the only crime that Eastern Security Network committed. Nobody can tell us today if their mosque has been bombed by ESN or any church or any village or anyone. Nothing. So these people you're calling terrorists, what is their crime? Because they said that we cannot take over their land. That is the crime of ESN and IPOB by extension. As I told you a few weeks ago, the Janjaweed have opened the floodgates of hell. And unto thy hands, O Elohim, we commit our spirit. As they will say in one very popular movie, those of us who are about to die will salute you. Because the land of Biafra will be defended with the blood of anything that moves. Rather than the Fulani to take over Biafra land, there will be no living organism in that very place. I am warning every traditional ruler, every governor, every senator to understand what I'm saying this night and take it on board. And do not quote me out of context. If you want to be a Fulani slave, go to the Middle Belt and join them there. All of you can be slaves to one Nigeria. That is your business. You see, the land of Biafra, we cannot surrender to anyone. I don't want anybody to lament. Oh, they have killed us here. Don't stop lamentation. All we need is action. Every road leading into Biafra land will be mined. Everything that is Nigerian, whatever police or army that steps on our road will blow it to thy kingdom come. Very neat and simple. And I will make a cowboy and Rambo. Landed on our rubbish. We destroy everything destroyable. I said before, when we drive away the Fulani terrorists, Mietiala from bushes, they will bring in their army. We will kill their army, they will start throwing bombs from the air. After that, they will leave us in. I'm telling you, you mark my words, that's how it's going to happen. They're not trained in war because they're not patriotic. These are terrorists. What inspires them is some stupid quotes in the Quran. What inspires us is the gift that God gave to us. That this land of Biafra is ours. In perpetuity. No one can take it from us. No idiot can. They want to tag ESN terror group because we defeated their own terrorist group. They have now brought the army. The army we are going to defeat, and they will bring the Air Force. And we will bring them down. And then after that, they will say, come, let's negotiate. Time has gone for talk. We are now digging trenches. We need to stop them. They have come. We'll stop them. And we are going to show the whole world now. Very shortly. The music, the reggae. We'll start dancing it soon. You know, I'm warning you in advance. You know, our people, we are Republicans. You need to inform them of anything that you're going to do. So that way you can carry them along. I'm just informing them tonight. If you think I will allow Fulani to conquer our land, then you're dreaming. It won't happen. It won't happen, no. No, it's not going to happen. I was like, oh, but you don't need to fight a war inside. Fight that. No. God said we should allow them to come in. Because it's going to destroy the Fulani Caliphate completely and totally. But the main bulk, the main thrust of the army is going to come to the east. And we're going to kill them in the east. And that's where they're going to die. They're not trained in war because they're not patriotic. These are terrorists. What inspires them is some stupid quotes in the Quran. What inspires us is the gift that God gave to us. That this land of Biafra is ours. In perpetuity. No one can take it from us. No idiot can. Every road leading into Biafra land will be mined. Everything that is Nigerian, whatever police or army that steps on our road will blow it to thy kingdom come. Very neat and simple. And I will make a cowboy and Rambo. Landed on our rubbish. So we destroy everything destroyable. We need to force them. I said before, when we drive away the Fulani terrorists, Mietiala from our bushes, they will bring in their army. We will kill their army, they will start throwing bombs from the air. After that, they will leave us in. We are in a war. All able-bodied men should go to the bush. And stop the advance of this army or else they will kill you. Officers, you must move house. Change your number. Throw away your phones, please, and bury them. Change your number. Mind those you talk to because we're in a state of war. It's not going to kill you because Biafra is at hand. It's not going to kill you to be incommunicado, to go underground. We are in a war. Every frontline officer must go underground. I'm also announcing, for the benefit of what we are doing on the ground, please, every frontline officer must move from where they are. Dislocate and stop communicating with people unless they are the hierarchy. Nobody should have your number. We are in a state of war. Every scientist, everybody must come out now to begin to prepare. We are going to dig our trenches. We are going to amass everything that we have built so far to prepare to repel the invaders. Do you know that people are being kidnapped in Aba by the Nigerian army sent to Sokoto? They are now demanding ransom. A man paid 6 million naira only 4 days ago to have the wife, his second wife, released to him that was taken to Sokoto. Are you sure you people don't actually understand what is happening around you? We are in a state of war. They've not declared it, but we are in a state of war. Now that extrajudicial disappearances and enforced killings are going on, right now in our land, nobody's talking. The day we react, all of you will start jumping up and down. All of you fools from the south and to an extent from the middle belt will be shouting and writing your usual rubbish. I want IPOB to know tonight that being called a terrorist because you're fighting for your land and your nation is a badge of honor. It means you've arrived. It means the enemy is scared of what you're doing. And it means that you're succeeding at whatever thing that you're doing. Ever since they had their so-called security meeting last week and decided to invade the south, some of you think it's only the east that are coming to the entire south. And I told them all the barracks you see in the east are empty. Nobody wants to join their army. That is why they're drafting people from Babuchi. If you claim that institution in enemy is strong, OBs is strong, or Half is strong, or Naja is strong, they are all there to intimidate all of you into submission. That the Fulanis will rule over you. That's all. There are no men. They have to go and now they are recruiting terrorist groups to come and fight for them. If you're called a terrorist because you're an IPOB, because you fund ESN, it is a badge of honor. Now, because the enemies, they have come.